Today I want us to settle the Ranger versus Hilux debate. It's quite interesting because both cars are assembled right here in South Africa. The Hilux is assembled in Durban, while the Ranger is made in Silverton. I was never a Ford fan, but after the launch of the new generation Everest and the new generation Ranger, Ford caught my attention, and this Ranger is currently my favorite and the best bike in SA. If you're a Hilux fan, come on, this is your beast, stop playing. If you want to know the true definition of beast, let's wait for the official launch of the new Ranger Raptor. And please don't tell me about the Hilux R-Line, your beast is not my beast. I'm joking, the new Gen Ranger is a nice bike, but it doesn't take anything away from the Hilux legend. The name says it all. Hilux Legend. Welcome to another video. South Africa is assembling quite a number of bikes. We are making the Hilux, Ranger, D-Max, Navara and Amarok. To cut production costs, some car manufacturers share platforms. That's why the new Amarok is based on the Ford Ranger, and Mazda BT50 shares the same platform as the D-Max. The way things are going, eventually all cars will have the same platform. Consumers will only just choose which badge they want. A Renault Kiger is a Nissan Magnite under the shell. Kia Sonet is a Venue, Opel Corsa, Peugeot 208, and then there's the rebadging aspects. And all I'm going to say is I'm not buying a Celerio with a Toyota badge. If I want a Celerio, I'm going to buy a Suzuki. But let's pummel up and just focus on the range. The official media launch of the new generation Everest was held in Nelspruit, and I got a chance to test both the 2-liter bi-turbo Everest Sport and the 3-liter V6 Platinum. With Everest, there's only 2 variants at the moment, and with the Rangers, there's so many variants. If we go through each and every one of them, you'd sit there and watch this video till Valentine's Day. So today we'll just focus on the XL, XLT and WILDTRAK. I'm pretty sure you've seen quite a number of Ranger reviews already, and some of you probably own this bike by now. So I'll try to make this video different from the reviews you've seen already. We'll check out the differences between the XL, XLT and WILDTRAK, and obviously talk about the estimated cost of ownership as usual. The updated front-end design makes this new Ranger a flame, and the C-shaped daytime running lights take it to another level of aggressiveness. So difference number 1 is that you don't get the nice daytime running lights on the XL model. They start from XLT and up. The XL is so plain, it looks like a rental car or a government bike. I don't like it. You also don't get fog lamps on the XL, but they are there in the higher end models. I'm not really a fan of the XL trim, but it looks better in a different color. White is just too plain. The Ranger you should buy if you are serious about life is the WILDTRAK. I don't need a bike, but I think about this car a lot. And Ford recently announced that we're also getting a WILDTRAK Super Cab. This thing is super nice. But it will start from 773,000 rands. Yes, it's pricey, but I think I need a Bakenyana like this one for my equipment. On the side, all the models come with running boards. The XL has silver wing mirrors and silver door handles, while the XLT gets black mirrors and black door handles. The WILDTRAK has black mirrors and color-coded door handles. When it comes to rims, I think the XLT has the nicest rims, followed by the WILDTRAK. From XLT and up, there's a smallanyana step shandies at the back which you don't get on the XL. At the back, Venke van, so all the models look more or less the same. There's some minor differences here and there, but no one cares. The only thing worth mentioning is the nice sports bar you get on the WILDTRAK, because it's not available on the XL and XLT. Overall, when it comes to exterior design, it's an easy win for the WILDTRAK. Moving on to the interior, this is the WILDTRAK, this is the XLT, and this is the XL. Don't act surprised, you get what you pay for. So the obvious difference here is that you don't get leather seats in the XL model. Steering wheel is just bare rubber and there's no push start button, you get the normal Tlanchinchi shandies. Obviously, if there's no leather seats in front, there's also no leather seats at the back. I don't know why I'm showing you this part because it's just common sense. Legroom is not bad, every bike is like this. In the WILDTRAK there's an electronic gear selector, electronic parking brake and some orange stitching all over the car, while with the XLT you get a long gear stick, old school handbrake with white stitching. If there's leather seats in front, obviously there's also leather seats at the back. You all should know this by now. And I think we're done here. Performance-wise, the XL is only available with a single turbo 2-liter engine producing 125 kilowatts and 405 Newton meters of torque. Whether you want a 4x2 or a 4x4, manual or automatic, you'll be sorted. The XLT is available with either a single turbo 2-liter engine or a 2-liter bi-turbo. The single turbo variant has the same power output as the XL model, while the 2-liter bi-turbo produces 154 kilowatts and 500 Newton meters of torque. 4x2 or 4x4 you'll be sorted, but the XLT is only available in automatic in as far as I know, just like the WILDTRAK. There's no manual. The 2-liter WILDTRAK has the same power output as the 2-liter bi-turbo XLT. If you want some more oomph, you have to buy the last number 3-liter V6, which has a power output of 184 kilowatts and 600 Newton meters of torque. Ranger Raptor is a topic for another day. Ford Ranger XL starts from 530,000 rands and goes all the way to 622,000 rands. The XLT costs between 592 and 782,000 rands, while the WILDTRAK starts from 778,000 rands and goes all the way to 954,000 rands for the 3-liter V6. We need money, guys. That's all I'm going to say. According to me, the sweet spot is the Ranger WILDTRAK 4x2, and it costs 778,000 rands. Some of you are probably thinking, what's the point of buying a bike if it's not a 4x4? Well, these days most people who buy bikes are just buying them for vibes. They don't really care about off-road capabilities. Also, normal people don't spend more than 700,000 rands on a car to drive it in bushes and silly off-road obstacles. Don't be fooled by adverts. In 2019, I bought a Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. They said it's water resistant, so I put it in water for a few minutes just to see what's going to happen. Well, I took it to my friend to sort it out, and from that day I stopped believing adverts. This bike comes with a 4-year 120,000 kilometers warranty and no service plan. That's where it loses against the Hilux. If you want a service or maintenance plan, you have to pay extra over and above the retail price of the car. Service plan prices are in your screen right now, and they start from around 9,000 rands for a 4-year 60,000 kilometers service plan and go all the way to 46,000 rands for an 8-year 165,000 kilometers service plan. If you opt for a maintenance plan, you will pay more. Here are the prices. Feel free to pause the video and go through the table. And please note that these prices are only applicable if your car is less than 30 days old and has less than 500 kilometers on the clock. The prices will change if you say no to a service plan, drive around for 2 months and come back and say, I know man, look, I need that service plan now. Even if it's a demo car, once the car is registered, the clock starts ticking. Now let's do a little exercise. The sweet spot in the Ranger lineup is the 2-liter bi-turbo WILDTRAK 4x2, and it costs 778,000 rands. Sweet spot in the Hilux lineup is the Legend 4x2, and it costs 788,000 rands. 788k is greater than 778k. So at face value, it seems like the Ranger is slightly cheaper. But the problem is the cost of a service plan is not included in that price. If you buy the WILDTRAK, you pay 778,000 rands plus roughly 19,000 rands for a 6-year 90,000 kilometer service plan. That means you will end up paying a total of 797,000 rands. The Hilux Legend, on the other hand, comes with a 9 services 90,000 kilometers service plan as standard. You don't pay extra for anything. So you'll just pay 788,000 rands and go home. In theory, that makes the Hilux 9,000 rands cheaper. And it's more reliable. That's why Toyota is the world's best selling brand. While we're on the issue of reliability, there's been several reports of people experiencing issues with the new Ranger in Australia. In South Africa, there's only one guy, but for him it was just minor issues. Some of the Australia cases were bad. The customers were given new cars, but asikho lapho. If you take a 797,000 rands car loan to finance a WILDTRAK 4x2 plus a service plan for 5 years with no deposit and no balloon payment at an interest rate of 10.75%, your monthly installment will be roughly 17,230. It's not a secret that the Ranger is a high-risk car, so for insurance you should expect to pay roughly 4,000 rands, and your monthly cost will hover around 21,000 rands before you factor in fuel. People often ask me, why do I always use 5 years when I'm working out the monthly installment? Well, that's because there's absolutely no need to be financing a car for 6 years. Also, most cars come with a 5-year warranty or less, so if you finance a car for 6 years, your warranty will expire while you are still paying for the car. Let's use a BMW as an example. Beamers come with a 5-year 100,000 kilometers maintenance plan. And if you finance a Beamer for 6 years, in 5 years, both your warranty and maintenance plan will be expired, while you are stuck with a 6-year car loan. You would have to cough out more money for an extended warranty and or a maintenance plan, and those things are not cheap. In 2019, some of my friends bought big cars when we started working and financed them for 6 years. They are still paying for those cars even today. Imagine a whole 6 years paying for one car. It's even worse if there's a balloon. My man, you started working in 2019 and bought a car. 6 years later, you'll still be paying for your first car. I'm not here to tell people what to do with their money, so buy what you love. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more car content in a Mzansi context.